Now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam Farozan, and I'll see if I can pick that up. Huh? What is it that you would like to learn more about? Different forms of pressure-based puzzle mechanisms? The base layer design of elemental monuments? Huh. Wait. Did you forget to call me Madam Farozan just now when you asked your question? Whoa! What? There's nothing wrong with being afraid of thunder, even at an older age.
Oh, she sounds sassy.
Yeah, and smart too.
She seems so awesome.
Yeah,
She's fun.
I wonder what her skirt's made
I know, her design is so cool and really detailed. I love it.
So, even though she looks super young, she's actually an old person? Like, where's my teeth?
Well, she's not that old.
Oh, right.
Could've fooled me.
Farozan's age is probably still nothing compared to Scaramouche.
But let's call him the Wanderer, Sarah.
Ntar ya.
Okay, you
Oh,
know
hari ini
who I meant.
Genshin live ya.
Actually, now that I think about it,
Mei.
Yokai can also live a really
Big
long
John,
time
Primo
too.
mana
That's
Primo
right,
katanya.
yeah, no,
Iya,
and speaking of
sabar
age,
itu.
isn't the traveler's
Itu
age
kan
also
Allah,
mysterious?
sabar dulu dah.
That's true. It looks like all of our characters are intriguing.
Ntar ya,
But
tinggal
it's
dulu.
safe to say that Farozan
Pausian.
is way
Ya,
older than
yuk,
most
yuk.
people into that. Farozan works in the academia's Haravatat Darshan and has been a hairbod, which roughly means mentor, for over a century.
So, I bet everyone out there is wondering if she's also some kind of creature blessed with long life, you know? Like Klee?
No, she's actually just your regular, typical human being.
Oh.
Well, maybe not so typical. About 100 years ago, Farozan was an undisputed genius, traveling all around Sumeru and solving many puzzles and mysteries. The notes she left behind eventually became the basis of mechanical research for later generations.
Whoa, she sounds pretty amazing.
But later, she accidentally stumbled into some ruins while trying to solve a puzzle. There, she encountered some strange phenomenon which stopped her from aging, and was trapped there for nearly 100 years.
Woo.
She eventually solved the puzzle and was able to finally return to Sumeru.
Can you imagine being trapped in a puzzle for 100 years?
Mm-mm.
Wait. So that's how she's been a hairbod for over a century.
Yeah. And even now, she still has the pride of a scholar in her heart and is a very talented person. It's just that after being separated from the world for so long, she's kind of fallen behind the times now.
Oh, hey, I get what you mean. She was once a proud researcher in a niche field that has become unpopular after 100 years. So, is she still completely dedicated to her field?
Yep. And she often tries using her old age as a means of drumming up support for her ideas. However, I think she'd prefer to be complained about for using her seniority rather than garnering sympathy for her experience of being trapped in the ruins.
Yeah, sounds like she's quite the character.
I know, right? Okay, so now that we've covered her backstory, why don't we take a look at Farozan's abilities in combat?
Let's do it.
Fight, 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 fight.
100 years have passed, yet there hasn't been any change to those dumb rules at the academia. Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this gift!
I love all the geometric shapes when she's playing. Did you guys see that?
Yes, there's so
crazy.
much geometry. And I took geometry.
It looks so cool.
Ah, yeah.
So, Farozan is an animo character, and she wields a bow as her weapon. Her normal attacks are the usual bow attacks you'd expect from a bow user, so there's not too much to say about that. But her skills are where things get interesting. Her elemental skill deploys a polyhedron that deals damage to enemies. After using her skill, her next aimed shot will become a special attack that creates a vortex, pulling nearby objects and opponents in.
Oh, nice. So she can clump enemies together.
And there's also another thing about her special charged attack. It will create a vortex effect at its point of impact. And if the attack hits an enemy or ally member, it'll apply a mark and create a vortex after a short delay.
Okay. So it looks like there will be a lot of potential uses for this attack. Travelers will have to experiment with it and see what they come up with.
Yeah, I think it'd be amazing to try hitting teammates with the arrow in co-op mode and have them charge into the enemies to group them all together. I'll have to see who wants to try that with me. After unlocking the talent Impetuous Flow, the time required for fully charging Faruzan's next shot will be reduced, and the arrow will reduce the target enemy's ammo resistance. In her elemental burst, she deploys a dazzling polyhedron and releases a whirlwind pulse. Throughout its duration, the dazzling polyhedron will continuously move along a triangular path. Once it reaches each corner of that triangular path, it will unleash one more whirlwind pulse.
Yeah, 1 minute she's here, the next she's gone for 100 years.
Hey.
Bada boom!
No. Even Sino's jokes are funnier than that.
It was pretty
All
funny.
right. Anyway, let's hear what effects these whirlwind pulses have.
Sure. When the whirlwind pulse hits opponents, it will decrease their animo resistance. It will also apply an animo damage buff effect to all nearby party members when it's unleashed. Travelers should note that the effective range of this buff is quite large, and it's not just within the whirlwind pulse itself, so there's no need to go chasing the polyhedron. After unlocking her talent, Lost Wisdom of the Seven Caverns, when a team member uses normal, charged, or plunging attacks, elemental skills, or elemental bursts to deal animo damage to an enemy, the damage will increase based on Faruzan's base attack. This effect can only be triggered once for a certain duration of time.
Oh, so it seems she'll be the solid support.
Totally! And as a researcher of mechanics and puzzles, Faruzan has taken it upon herself to explore many ruins, with her travels taking her all across Sumeru. Her exploration talent reflects this, and she gains more rewards when dispatched on a Sumeru expedition for 20 hours.
I'm sure no other mentor in Haravatat has 100 years of experience in solving puzzles.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty hard to beat.
Mhm.
So, the big question is, when can travelers expect to get these new characters?
That is a good question. Let's talk about the upcoming event wishes. In the early part of version 3.3, the Wanderer and
bisa yuk.
Arataki Ito will be available via their own event wishes.
Aduh.
Faruzan will also be making her debut in these event wishes. In the later part of version 3.3, we'll be seeing rerun event wishes for both the Raiden Shogun and
Alah, Ayato sama
Kamisato
Raiden
Ayato. And
Shogun deh.
last but not least, the new 5-star catalyst, Tule Tula's Remembrance, will be appearing in a new weapon event wish.
And that's not all. In version 3.3, 2 brand new artifact series will become available. So travelers should be sure to check out the corresponding domain.
Woo! More artifacts!
All right.
I hope travelers will have
Alah.
fun experimenting and trying
Yes,
new
win-win
combinations
will
of these.
play.
Yeah.
Okay, we've already talked about a ton of new content, so why don't we take a quick break with
Alah,
another
Eula kapan
redemption
rerun?
code?
Dulu katanya
Sounds
3.1,
good.
lalu
Roll out
3.3, sekarang
code.
kapan? Nggak ada rerun Eula. No, kode no. Tadi udah ada kode ini nggak sih di awal? Nggak ada kan? Baru ini kan kode. Ini kita ketik NS8BD6 EPS-77Z. Oke. Tadi ada. Oh, udah ada. Apa kodenya? Udah kamu share kah? Udah kamu share belum? Share dong, share. Nggak, taruh sini aja. Di language. Oh, itu kode tadi. Thank you, Viro. Signaturnya Noel ku pakai buat Noel, bagus nggak? Signaturnya Noel. Duh, ya apa sih signaturnya Noel? Ku pakai buat Noel, bagus nggak? Ya bagus lah.
Welcome back to
Jadiin
the
mod
version
DC dulu.
3.3 special program.
Pilih
Okay,
buat
Patrick, what do we have
apa? Coba.
next?
So next, we'll be covering the upcoming events for the new
Ya
version.
kode-kodenya nanti
That's right.
kita
We've
itu.
already mentioned the Test of Courage event, and I'm sure plenty of you were wondering about that, so let's start there.
Aha! You must be here to participate in the test of courage. I can already see a dark aura surrounding the two of you. If you carelessly go running into the event, all it'll take is one little misstep, and the darkness will swallow
Loh,
you up.
Miku. Duh,
Some
Peru.
strange and unusual things may occur along the way. If you ever feel you can't handle it, you may withdraw from the event at any time. This is your last chance.
Lu, kok
I'll count
serem.
it down. the
beneran
rain.
payung bakalan jadi WP? Nggak tahu. Keren dong harusnya.
Welcome to the test of courage.
Signaturnya itu. Oh, signaturnya itu. Boleh,
That was pretty
bagus.
interesting.
Bagus banget kok. Boleh.
Yeah, I mean, it is a test of
Pedang
courage. So
payung,
I'm
guys.
sure there'll be some scary stuff going
Iya,
on.
inilah ada
Nice.
tulisannya no. Tau
Anyway,
kabu
to
Sigor Sword.
successfully clear this event, we'll be facing a series of little tests.
Ooh, what's this? Tests, you say?
Yes, that's right.
Aduh,
Word has
fase
it that
2
if you
lagi
walk
Raiden
around the test
Shogunnya,
courage,
guys.
you might find
Lama,
yourself
males
encountering a special
ah.
sort of game. We've already got the rules down, so I'll do a
Males
quick
ah,
introduction.
guys.
Basically, travelers will have to
Itunya
control a bouncing
dua,
bar
ya
to
Allah,
bounce
ini
the
malah
ball and
main.
use skill ball effects to break as many bricks as possible.
Okay, I'm liking this one. Seems
Ya
pretty straightforward.
Allah,
During
gak
the game,
kehabisan
travelers will
ide
be
dong.
able to trigger elemental reactions to
kehabisan
break
ide.
bricks more effectively.
Nice. It even has elemental reactions.
Yeah, we can control the character to move the bar. When the character
Nggak
we're using
kehabisan
is either
ide
pyro,
dong
hydro,
buat-
cryo, or
buat
electro, the
game.
corresponding element will be applied to the
Wah
bar.
gila sih.
By switching characters, you can change the element of the bar.
Okay, all the pieces are
Sumpah
falling
nih,
in place
Mihoyo
now.
nggak
The
kehabisan
bar
ide,
can
guys.
infuse a
Rian,
certain
welcome halo,
element,
Rian.
and the blocks also have their own elements, so causing a
Sumpah gak
skill ball
kehabisan
of one
ide nih,
element to
game
hit
nih.
blocks of different
Sumpah.
elements will trigger
Suka
elemental
aku,
reactions.
game
There,
nggak
how'd I do?
modar-modar kayak
Yep,
gini.
you nailed it. The bar will add the element corresponding to your character. Besides triggering reactions the way you just mentioned, if a skill ball is
Lumina.
already infused by an element and it
Yang
hits the
jadi
bar,
MC
it will
apa
also
ini?
trigger a reaction,
Biasanya kan
causing the
Ether.
skill ball to have some additional effects.
Denny, welcome Denny.
When preparing your team, you can equip modifiers to receive various buff effects, which will help you successfully clear the challenge.
Oh, nice.
Also, when there are less than a certain amount of bricks on the board, and the ball lands another hit, the bar will unleash fireworks.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah. Travelers can utilize this effect to break
Apa
some bricks that would normally
sih?
be difficult to hit directly.
It's like a bonus attack.
Apa-apaan lagi
So,
sih
travelers will
ini?
need to select characters of the right element, equip the appropriate modifiers, and use different elemental reactions to break bricks and score more points.
And then travelers will be able to use their points to exchange
Nanti
for
kita ke
rewards in the
langsung
event
ke
shop, correct?
akunku,
Also, travelers will
akunnya
have the
Bang
option of
Ben,
teaming up and
habis itu
playing the
akunnya
event together in co-op
Steven,
mode.
Oh, looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
habis
super
itu
fun.
kosong udah.
Yeah, in
Kalau
addition to
akunnya
this
Steven
minigame,
udah
the
kelar
Test of
semua,
Courage storyline
kosong.
will also contain more challenges.
Oke.
Travelers will even have a chance
Thank
to
you,
meet
agak
some
lanjut
good
game
friends
ini.
again.
Iya, itu
So be
beneran
sure to
paling
check out
oke
this
baca
new
live.
event.
Biasanya kelar jam berapa?
Alright, let's move on to
Live
our next
biasanya
event.
kelar
Okay,
bentaran
so next
doang,
up, we have
dia
a race
sejam
event
doang,
called
sejam
Across
biasanya.
the Wilderness.
Cuman ngasih tahu
Your
ini ada
objective,
gini
collecting
udah
balloons.
kelar.
Ooh,
Bentaran
I don't
doang
know,
kok guys.
seems like the
Ke
wanders
si ini.
might come in
Kalau
handy here.
live stream kayak
I
gini.
know, right?
Apa?
So, in
Maksudnya
this
live
event,
stream
each
ininya
stage
ya,
will have
Genshinnya ya.
wilderness balloons scattered all
Bentaran
around.
doang.
Travelers will need to find as many wilderness balloons as possible within the time limit to earn increasingly better rewards.
Thank you Yoba.
So
Jangan lupa
during
di
the
follow ya guys ya.
challenge,
Selamat
travelers will
bergabung.
be able to
Hai,
utilize their
Yahoo
character's skills and
minasan.
talents. So it'll be important to assemble the
Wah
right
gila
team
sih
depending on
kak.
the traits
Ya
and
B
terrain
aja
of the challenge
sih, B
area.
aja sih kalau
Oh,
kayak ginian.
Yeah, so travelers can
Lebih
also
ke
use
tadi
something
pinball
called the
itu
wilderness
baru
compass
sih.
to
Nah
obtain
kalau baru-baru
various
gitu nggak
buffs,
masalah.
which include
Cuman
enhanced jumping capabilities,
kurang
increased movement speed, or unlimited
gitu
stamina,
kurang nendang.
etc.
Ooh, cool.
However,
Lebih
you
ke
can only claim
tarung-tarung
one
kayak
buff during
ini
each challenge.
yang
You must
harmoni
consume
hipotesis
blessed
itu
energy
boleh lah.
to use the compass and gain
Boleh.
the selected buff.
Halo
You may charge
Rido,
the
halo
compass up by
Siti,
finding
halo
wilderness
Keisa,
balloons
kambing
or
hitam
interacting
halo,
with
selamat
blessed
bergabung
energy in the
semua.
challenge. Or you can
Aduh,
always wait for
kenapa
the compass
nih?
to
Kenapa
passively charge
ini
over
kok
time.
ada semut?
Yo, this event looks
Kok
pretty
serem
crazy.
gitu.
It's almost like
Bara,
lots of
welcome,
parkour.
halo. Siti Dwi Rahayu,
Yeah, there are
welcome,
two
halo.
different kinds of wilderness
Oke,
balloons
jangan
in
lupa di
these
follow ya
challenges.
guys ya, yang baru
The
join.
first
Hai
is
hai.
harvest balloons, which will increase the
Nah ini mah
overall
event-event
progress
doang
of your
guys,
search
udah
for
kelar sih
wilderness
kayaknya itu.
balloons. The other kind is
Info-info
sonar
yang
balloons,
sangat
which will
penting.
cause several harvest balloons to appear around you for a set amount of time.
That's awesome.
So there will be 5 stages available for this event, and travelers
Zua,
will need to
welcome,
consider
selamat
the
bergabung, guys.
conditions
Hai.
and terrain of each stage to come up with the best way to complete it. Also, travelers may team up in co-op mode for challenges.
Ooh, more chances to play
Ya
together. I
Allah,
love
di
it.
Sumeru
Yeah,
juga
same.
ada dong
Okay,
balon-balonan
let's move on to our
gini.
next event.
Ada yang catat kodenya nggak? Bagi dong. Ada Yumina. Coba di DC, masuk DC ku aja. Ya di Discord. Nanti kamu ada kode itu.
nothing like a
Apa
good
Dek
co-op.
Rea?
Many of
Dek
you might
Rea
already be
imut.
familiar with this
Mana
setup by
PHP-nya?
now, But there have been a few changes.
Nggak punya
Let me
Discord. Oh
introduce
ya
what
udah
travelers
sini
can
dah.
expect to see this time
Nih ku.
around.
Tuh
You can probably skip some of the
satu.
basics this time. You know,
Ini
players
dua.
either
Oke.
hide or seek. And then
Okay, wait a
Boleh
second.
dikopas
There
itu,
actually might be
dikopas
some
ke
new
WA
travelers
aku
out
dulu
there
atau
who've never
gimana.
seen this event before. So, why
Oke,
don't you start with
di
some of the
sini
basics?
ada event lagi
Right, good
Wintres.
point. Okay,
Alah,
let's start at the beginning then. This is a game
main
with a long history in
sembunyi-sembunyian.
launching. Travelers will be
Oke,
split
nah ini
into
seru
two
sih.
different
Ini
sides,
seru.
the rebels
Seru.
and the hunter.
Kalau bisa main bareng itu lebih seru lagi. Tapi overall kalau ada penambahan apa gitu harusnya lebih bagus lagi. Kalau gitu-gitu aja terus ya agak. Dan areanya kalau bisa gede sih, cuman
Okay,
soalnya
that's straightforward enough.
segini
So,
tuh
what
udah
else you got for
ketebak
us?
banget ya sekarang. Nah, pakai kayak gitu-gituan. Susah ini. Ada yang pro gak main ini? Halo Bang, mau tanya? Iya, tanya apa? Halo. Selamat bergabung Suki, welcome. Jangan lupa di follow ya guys. Yumina sama si ini. Siapa ini namanya Jason. Halo. Nggak masuk apa. Ajak aku, yo, Piro, yo. Sumpah ini susah loh. Mending pakai itu sih. Dapat ininya gede. Jalur apa? Kecepatan larinya lebih gede. Nah,
So,
itu
even after you've been
kurang
captured,
gelap
you can
sih,
be like
yang
a
kayak
little ghost
debu-debu
trying to
di
help your
ini.
teammates by
Kurang gelap
distracting the hunter. That's
menurutku.
pretty fun. And at least you won't have to sit there and just watch the rest of the
Kurang
match
gelap.
anymore.
Exactly, but what does the hunter get this time? I mean, we gotta keep it
Makasih
fair.
Bang, story game nanti dijelasin. Story game nanti dijelasin gimana Mas? Gue kan baru main Genshin itu nanti bisa paham tentang gamenya. Aku udah belajar di YouTube apa ngikutin story game nanti ngikutin aja storynya nanti dijelasin kok. Beneran? Nanti dijelasin. Toh ini dinikmati dengan storynya sama
Nice.
kamu
So, I guess if you love playing
nentuin
Hunter, you'll
karakter main
probably
DPS-mu
love this.
biar enak dan santuy, biar seneng juga gitu. Minta apa? Pap. Mana? Ini katanya hari ini. Nanti malam jadi. Nunu, welcome Neni, welcome. LW, welcome, selamat bergabung. Halo semua. Yahoo, minasan. Bagus ini. Bagus sih. Itu ya. Si bahasa China. Nggak tahu ini nyebutnya apa. Belum paham tentang RT DPS build-nya Bang. Selalu nanya aja ke streamer-streamer kayak aku atau gimana. Tentuin aja dulu karakter yang kamu suka. Gameplaynya ada di YouTube kok. Jadi kamu nentuin dulu, terus apa yang kamu incer, baru dah nanti tentang RT, DPS, build gitu. Atau mau aku jelasin satu persatu di konten kah? Tapi aku mageran orangnya kalau mau ngedit kayak begitu banyak. So yang friendship juga gagal FYP. Iza Ihsan, welcome, selamat bergabung semua. Hai Hans Boy, welcome. Jevilia, welcome. Halo. Tentuin aja dulu main DPS-mu atau karakter yang kalian suka dulu, baru dah nanti build-nya. Makasih banyak Mas, sama-sama. Dinikmatin aja, beneran dinikmatin. Ngikutin aja story-storynya, seru kok. Tapi kalau lebih seru lagi main apa berdua gitu sama bebek atau siapa temen main ini, tapi explore. Kalau quest nggak bisa duo. Oh ini yang kayak gini, tapi baru nih di padang pasir kayak gini, gua padang pasir boleh lah, nice. Ini boleh, nah kalau kayak gini boleh, aku suka. Soalnya ngehit gitu suka aku, daripada main pinball tapi ininya Genshin agak berabe. Thank you tap-tapnya, tanda tanya. Halo, selamat bergabung. Jangan lupa di follow ya.
Last but not least, version
And last
3.3
but
will
not
also
least.
have leyline overflow events. Travelers can look forward to saving their resin and earning more Mora and experience books.
Pungus. Kenapa dengan pungusnya?
And even if you don't need those resources now,
Kenapa
it's
dengan
always good to
pungus
stock
nih?
up and have more on hand. Am I right?
Oh,
Yeah. So,
kali 2
travelers looking
bonus.
to upgrade their
Boleh.
characters
Nice
won't
ini.
want to miss this.
Aku suka.
Yeah, I mean, this is all good stuff.
In addition
Karena
to the new
aku
version
suka
for limited
Leyland
time
juga.
events,
Apa ini?
version
Kapan ini?
3.3 will
Kapan
also
ini?
be adding
Tuh
a
ada
new
visual
permanent
no.
game mode called Genius Invocation TCG.
Ada gagaknya no, visual lah.
But
Ini
before we
fix
get into
bakal
that,
jadi
let's take another quick
apa
break
ini?
and enjoy our
Apa
redemption
sampulku nih?
code. Yay!
Slap that code on
fix
the
bakal
screen.
jadi sampul. Thank you udah di follow, jangan lupa di follow guys. 3.3. Ya berarti besok dong. 3.3 ini dong. Wah, fix ini bakal jadi sampulku sih. ET9 SUPEN B765. Oke. Ini ya kodenya. Aduh. Kodenya kagak ku ini. Sini kita buy one kartu. Oke, gas kan kodenya baru 2, 3. Ini yang ketiga udah. Ini yang udah ketiga. Lihat di Discord Mei kalau mau. Udah di Discord. Oke. Ya udah bener. Kita kopas dulu 3-3-nya dulu. Oke, ini NS. Oke, nice.
Welcome back, everyone. During our journey into that,
Giveaway,
we stumbled across
giveaway.
several
bukan.
NPCs talking about a
Genshin,
game called
Genshin.
Genius Invocation TCG. So next,
Genshin
we'll
Genera.
introduce this card game that's been taking
Okay.
to bat by storm. In the version 3.1 special program,
Oh, si
we already
Hamka
revealed that
habis
Genius Invocation
gacha
TCG
dapat
will be a card game where
jahe.
we can challenge various characters and
Mimpi yang
NPCs
terwujud.
or battle against your friends.
Aduh, kasihan Hamka.
But
Hamka
there is
masih
actually
main
a
ternyata.
legend behind this game.
2 dari live,
It
1
is
info
said
dari
that a
Viro
young
kan.
guy in Sumeria
Yeah.
found an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opened it
Yeah,
and
benar.
discovered that the soul of an
Utu-utu,
ancient TCG player called the
dedekku
Crocodile King
sayang.
had been captured inside.
What a name.
It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes.
Ouch, game over.
Baju apa?
After
Mickey
being
Mouse kah?
unexpectedly released by the kid,
Dede.
the Crocodile King
Baju Mickey
possesses
Mouse
him
kah?
and helps him to gradually
Baju apa tuh?
climb the
Kodenya
ranks
tadi
to
apa?
becoming a
Kodenya
legendary
oke nih,
TCG
kodenya
player.
kita kopas.
Nice.
Kalian
Hang on, is it just me, or
di
does
follow
that kinda
dulu,
sound
di
like a
follow
plot to a
dulu.
light novel or something?
Nanti ku kopasin.
You're right.
Di follow
It
dulu,
turns out
di
that
follow,
Guy
di share,
Publishing House
atau
is
enggak
about
masuk ke
to release
Discord.
a hit light novel series
Biar
based on
enak.
Genius Invocation TCG.
Okay, now
Nih,
this is starting
kode
to sound like a
1.
plug for Yai Publishing House.
Ini kode 1.
Maybe. But anyway, that's the legend on how Genius Invocation
Kode
TCG
2.
came to be. Though it's
Thank you
probably
udah
just a
di-follow.
story they came up with for marketing
Kode
the game.
3.
So while you were telling us about the story, I
Cuma
was
3
over here
doang guys.
researching the
Kalian
rules
minta
to the game.
berapa?
Basically,
Udah dikasih 3
Genius
ya.
Invocation TCG is
2
a
kali
game where
gacha
you use a
doang sih.
constructed deck of cards to duel against an opponent. The objective is to defeat all of your opponent's character cards.
That's right.
Also,
Mana yang
there are
niat
many features and
lah.
mechanics in the game that resonate with
Dedekku
Genshin
yang
Impact's
imut.
gameplay, so it shouldn't be too hard for players to get the hang of.
Right, I even saw some elemental reactions in the gameplay.
Yup, a constructed deck
Tembem
must
banget.
contain character cards.
Cabi kamu.
And as you might expect, these
Suka
character
aku.
cards
Minta
have
10
a
kode
normal
biar
attack,
100.
an elemental skill,
Udah 10
and
kode
an
ya gak
elemental
bisa.
burst.
Wah, udah bisa no.
So when a character
10.
card deals elemental
Astaga
damage to an enemy,
gamenya.
it will cause them to be affected by
Semoga
that
ini permanen
element.
ya.
Then you can switch to a character card of a different element and use their abilities to trigger an
Astaga,
elemental reaction.
duel kita ya.
Did you guys notice?
Tapi aku nggak tahu game kayak gini. Aku pelajarin dulu ya. Ada Ayaka, wah gila, isi keren. 1 dari awal. 1000, masa 1000?
Who doesn't?
Sini buy one kartu kita. Itu
So
memang
in
permanen.
Genius
Oke siap,
Invocation TCG,
permanen. Himiko
all
welcome,
actions
halo.
require you to spend elemental
Nanti
dice. Each round,
nanti ku
both
kasih
you and your
sesuatu deh,
opponent
Dek
will roll
Ria.
8 elemental dice. Each of these elemental dice can have any one of 8 elemental attributes.
Hold on, but there's only 7 elements in the world of Tevat.
You're right. So, in addition to the 7 standard elements, there's also one called the Omni element. The elemental dice required for a character card to perform an action correspond to the character's element. So, for example, a Pyro character like D-Luke needs either Pyro or Omni Elemental dice to perform an action. Clear now?
Yep, crystal clear.
Also, Elemental dice can be used to switch characters or play a variety of other cards, such as equipment cards, event cards, and support cards. All these cards create the potential for a variety of strategies.
Wadaw, kagak ada gitu dong, masa tambahan primo.
Travelers can earn player
Levelnya kayak
experience,
spiral.
which will
Oh
increase your
gitu,
player level.
tipe
As your
boleh
level
boleh
increases,
boleh
you'll
deh.
be able to challenge more characters.
Biar
and
kan
enemies.
namanya juga rank toh,
By
rank
completing
tertinggi.
challenges, you may
Nanti
earn lucky
reset,
coins,
habis
new
itu iya
cards, or
bisa
other
ya.
rewards.
Oh nggak bisa dong.
Lucky coins can be exchanged in the event
Itu
shop
mah
for
udah
cards,
kayak wah
or
gila
can
sih.
even unlock dynamic skins for
Apa
certain
ini?
cards.
Dynamic skins? Those are cards that have moving illustrations, right?
That's right. All character cards can unlock a dynamic skin. After unlocking that, there'll even be a cool bonus animation whenever you cast that character's elemental birth.
Oh,
And if you're confident in your TCG skills, you
Keren
can
juga.
also invite a friend to
Aduh,
duel. After reaching a high enough
keren
player
guys,
level,
kasih
you'll even
biar dapat
unlock a
banyak. Moga aja
matchmaking
riset
mode.
udah
So,
kebaca.
be sure to give it a try.
Travelers should note that playing
Lianti,
against
welcome,
your
selamat
friends
bergabung.
or other
Latif, selamat
travelers
bergabung.
won't
Ica,
count
wih
towards
ada
any leaderboard or
939
provide
orang
any
yang masuk
So
keluar
you can
masuk ya guys ya.
relax.
Jangan
It's
lupa
all
di
just for
follow
fun.
guys. Thank you. Halo semua, selamat datang di
Okay,
channel
that's
Neozi.
everything we
Perkenalkan
have
nama aku
for
Neo.
Genius Invocation
Panggil aja Bang Neo
TCG.
atau
And
Om
that
Neo
brings us
dari
to the
Jawa
end
Timur
of
aku guys.
today's
Say
special
hi.
program.
Oh.
Hai
So,
guys.
what did you think?
Why do
Wah gila sih, keren sih ini. Bakal jadi
Yeah, I can't even take it all in
wah
right
bakal
now. I'm
jadi
just super stoked to be part of this.
sampulku sih.
I think
Dah.
I just gained some Kuguryoku points just doing this whole thing.
Hai Erlinda, selamat bergabung semua. Hai.
The new characters look cool.
I know, what about Scaramouche hovering? Like, that's insane.
I know, that's awesome.
That's super dope.
That's awesome. And I cannot wait to play in some of these events and mini games. I'm super excited. This was so fun. I'm really glad that we got to do the special program together.
I'm so happy I got to come back for another
Tata
special
Black Moon,
program.
selamat
This is
bergabung.
my
Halo.
third
Aduh,
time being
kenapa
on
sih
one of these,
fase
and I
satunya
can't
itu sih aku nggak mau.
I'm so
Padahal
happy.
aku
This
maunya
is
fase
my
satunya
first one, so
Raiden
thank you for
Shogun
having
gitu.
me.
Kayak Nahida itu
Feel
ditaruh
good.
terakhir.
Doesn't it feel
Kenapa
good?
ini
Feel
malah?
special? I'm
Do you
just
feel
like-
special?
I really do. Thank you.
Ya Allah, imut banget sih.
Well, I think this is the end of our special
Wajahnya
program.
ini
So,
Sakramut.
I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Lagi
and
kalem ya.
we'll
Kalau
see you
kalem
in
gitu
game.
ya.
Okay, bye.
Audi Anwar, welcome, halo.
Bye, everyone.
See you later.
Bye everyone, see you later. Ngeri emang. Nggak gitu om, nggak gitu om. Ya nggak gitu om. Masa om siapa ini? Om siapa sih namanya? Itu. Masa om itu? See you later. Itu. Ya masa gitu sih. Oke, kita login. Kita ACC itunya. Itunya. Oke, rekotan udah kelar. Aduh, ngeditnya yang mager ya. Aduh, jangan mager-mageran lah, please. Aku pengen nikah. Nah, kelar. Iya, kelar udah. Emang bentaran doang. Kasih 1927. Apa itu kode biar dapet banyak? Kode apa itu? Moga aja riset jadi ada. Iya, amin. Lah, kelar. Iya, kelar. Apanya itu? Apanya? Apa-apa itu apa-apanya itu. Benway, welcome, halo. Ayo Deria, nggak mau kah? Imut banget nih anak. Pipinya pengen ku cubit dah. Sumpah. Dedekku satu ini. Dede. Om Neozi, kok iso lu? Enggak lah. Mana ada? Apa nih no buat yang belum cuma sampai jam 11. Apa itu NPV? Udah ini di Discord ada apaan tuh? Nah. Thank you udah di follow. Jangan lupa di follow ya guys ya. Thank you udah nobar nonton bareng ini. Apa namanya? Live stream 3.3. BTW yang nonton di YouTube, yuk pindah ke TikTok. Oke. Bye bye.